Welcome to the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with Daniel Burke. DB, in our last show, we talked about Austin Hill being maybe the only surefire draft pick, if that,
right,
in this week's NFL draft coming from the U of A. Now let's talk about the other guys. I mean, Arizona has some talented players who you could see going maybe late in the 6th, 7th round or be undrafted free agents. To me, it starts on the offensive line. You've got Fabian Zebeli and Mickey Baucus, two guys who certainly passed the eye test, but for some reason are not really being considered as draft picks.
Yeah, that's where the two names, though, you have to go to next. Because you're right. I mean, they're both 6'8", about 300 pounds. They have the look of the NFL tackle. But there's just with Austin, I mean, there's some concerns there with both those guys, just in terms of, I think, athleticism, toughness, ability, kind of point of attack, you know, all the stuff you're hearing Mel Kiper talk about nowadays. So I think the size is there, but not much else in terms of just what the NFL guys are looking at. So I think they're both fighting an uphill battle. I think that they're both going to get a shot, whether it comes in the draft or as a priority free agent. I know, Fabian Zebeli had a workout with the Bengals, and the Bengals just seemed kind of like a perfect team for Fabo because they love their projects on the offensive line. They love working with guys, which he is. So they're both going to get scooped up, but it's just a matter of when and how.
It's interesting, Daniel, when I covered the team, these guys were both seen as sort of future stars. Did they improve much in the last 2 years? I mean, or was it like we were talking about with Austin Hill, back when there was not that depth, those guys had to play right away?
I think this is a little different than Austin Hill. Before the year last year, when you talked to Rich Rodriguez, he said, I want Fabian Zebeli and Mickey Baucus to dominate their senior. They didn't. Right. I mean, if we're just being honest, they didn't. They had good years, like you said. There were some games where they were really good, but then there were some games, UCLA, when Baucus got hurt, Fabian's was not good without him. There's other games they struggled. So, yeah, I don't think they took that huge leap. Austin Hill, I think, got better, even though his production went down. I think he became a better football player. I'm not sure you can say the same about the tackles.
Close your eyes, Daniel Burke. We do this, once a week.
Okay.
Give me a name that I don't know. It's going to latch on with the team and have a real chance.
Out of Arizona?
Arizona guys.
Well, you know the name, because everyone knows the name. But the name that no one's talking about is Tremaine Bondurant.
Yeah.
If that guy gets a chance, because he's got some issues in terms of off-field issues and some things that he's going to have to fight, and then just not even talking about size and all that. But if he gets a chance, that guy's going to make a team because, sure, he's a tweener. He's not big enough to be a linebacker. He's probably not fast enough to be a safety, but he's a football player.
Obviously, follow Daniel's work on Tucson.com for all the latest. That'll do it for this episode of the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Daniel Burke, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.